Hello friends, welcome back to My Hobby Home. My name is Cathy. Thank you for joining me today. We are doing our updates. That is things that we got into last week, completed last week, maybe didn't complete last week, but this is the rundown. So friends, I have been working on an EPP quilt, just doing it a block at a time. I don't have it here on this table. I have it in another location in my house, and I'm not going to go grab it right now, but I have another block done. When I get more than one done, I'll bring them along for y'all, and we'll look to see how we're going to work these. But I've got, I think, 2 blocks completely done now, which is good. That's 2 blocks towards a quilt that is no rush at all. And the other thing we got done, we did work on, let me get to it here, the Fleur de Paris Collections Marie Antoinette. This is a Jolly Bar pattern here. I don't know how well you can see that pattern, but this is a Jolly Bar pattern. And I have gotten 2 more blocks completed. Someone had asked me if I got the bottom row fixed of one of these, and I looked at it and they're both fine. Both of my blocks were perfectly fine. Everything is good on both of these blocks. Now, we did have one of my other blocks from last week that was kind of a little messed up, but it was fixed, and that was on my diamond ice. Now, friends, that Jolly Bar pattern, you can only get that in the Jolly Bar, and you can only get a Jolly Bar at Fat Quarter Shops. I do have their link down in the description if you would like to go check them out. They do have lots of subscription boxes, clubs. I am not an affiliate. I am not sponsored. So, of anyone. I'm not an affiliate of anyone. I'm not sponsored by anyone of anything that you will see today. I am an Amazon affiliate, but that just means I can get a link and share it with you. And if you shop on that link, I do receive a very small commission. But this here, for the Jolly Bar quilt, you will have to get that from Fat Quarter Shop and the Jolly Bar. Now, that's a French General Jolly Bar. It's the Fleur de Paris collection. The next thing that I worked on was the Diamond Ice. I did get another block of the Diamond Ice completed. I know this is not the block that you saw on the thumbnail for that. And I know in the video I told you guys that the picture that they had of this block, the colors just kind of melded together. Like the dark and the medium colors were almost the same color. You really could not tell the difference. But on my block, you can really tell the difference. There's a lot of different color. You can see here, like on their block, this looked to be the same as this and all of this. So all of this, the only thing that was different looked like was this right here. But on my block, the colors are very different. I think it turned out beautiful. I love these fabrics, and I have some other people that have said something, you know, about the beautiful fabrics. Friends, if I'm not mistaken, most of this either came from Walmart or from Hobby Lobby. I think the dark blue and the light blue came from Hobby Lobby, but that the medium blue. The light blue came from Walmart, friends. This is a Walmart fabric, and I love that. And honestly, out of all of the fabric pieces in this quilt, that's my favorite one. So now we have the July, and I think that I think is the July block. So we still have the August block to catch up with before I head out to Wyoming next month. So I have that, and I'll tell you things that I have that I still need to get done after I show you everything that I have done. The next thing, you saw the video, and I told y'all, guys, I got ahead of myself, but let me rest your curiosity and maybe your fears. I am going to do a tutorial of this. This is the Maker's Tote. I was just going to put the interfacing on it and, just kind of get it prepped and ready. And friends, I kept doing it. I just kept going on. And I ended up with this panel, with this pocket, and this zipper on it. Well, what you saw Saturday was this. Well, you didn't see this added on. You saw this put on. This is a pocket. And this is a pleated pocket. I kept reading the instructions over and over and over, and I just went ahead and did it. This is my tester bag. You probably saw that. This is my tester bag. I am going to do another bag, and friends, I think what I'm going to do, I may make several of these for Christmas gifts, and get enough fabric to do a 3-yard quilt for my grandson, and do him a bag in the fabric, the same fabric that I do the 3-yard quilt in. So do him a bag and a quilt all in the same fabric, because I love this bag. And the bag would be great for his mama to take, because he goes to daycare or a babysitter's, and they're always losing stuff. He has a backpack, but that needs to have toys in it. The backpack don't need to have his pull-ups and an extra change of clothes if he has an accident. I can make a little bag like this where she can, in the zipper, she could put, like, if he needs Bobo creams or anything like that, she'll have an extra pair of socks or something. But I love this bag. I'm so excited to get this bag done. Now, they do have, this is the small bag, friends. This is a small bag. Now, I think once it's put together, it's going to be like, let me get it up here, like this size. It's going to be like this. But it'll have that side there on it. I'm really excited to get this done. This is going to be the perfect size to go on the trip with me. Y'all, y'all think about this. This will hold a lot of goodies in it. It will. So I'm excited to get this done. I really like how these fabrics have come together. And if I'm not mistaken, I might have gotten these may be fabrics I got at Hobby Lobby. Maybe. Not sure. Not going to swear on it, because you never know. I could be fibbing. I could have got these at Stitched in Faith. I'm just not sure where I got the fabrics from. But I did get a little ahead of myself from what you saw in the video. I ended it when I started trying to figure this out. I had to do a little more research on the pleated pocket. You see, you got pleated pockets there. So I will break this down into a series of probably one prepping the fabric, showing you how you have all your pieces, label all your pieces. And I'm going to go through and mark all my pieces, because if you go how the pattern goes, you're just marking as you go. And that is fine and dandy if that's how you want to do it, because I'm using a friction pen, and that does dissolve, if it's on there for any length of time. So, just do it how you feel to do it. But I'm probably going to do this in a 3-part series on how to make the Maker's Tote. I may take one whole week and just dedicate that whole week to doing a Maker's Tote. So we got that. And friends, I know y'all told y'all that I was working on my M2. I've been practicing with it. Like, this is one of their, let's see if you can, hold it up against that black there. This is one of their things that is their testers. The very first thing they have you do. It is a laser machine. So I'm like, well, if I can do this, I can do ornaments. And I did do an ornament. And I think I glued it together here. The only thing, this is basswood. It's very thin. And then when you laser it, some of these pieces are very, very fragile. See, I did this. This is a little, let me see. Hold it up against this. This is a little ornament here. Whoops. And see, if you don't glue it together, it will fall. Now, I have broken one of these things off. But this is an ornament. You just have two pieces like this and you just slide them together. I've got to get some wood glue to glue these two pieces together. See if you can see it better like that. But I thought these would be perfect for the children. They could paint them. I'm going to try to make some things that I can kit up for children to paint for Christmas. And when I do that, I'll let you guys know, because I will offer them for sale on my eBay. And I may offer a few for sale on some of my destashes. So friends, these are the things that I have gotten done. And let me show you here what I broke actually. I don't know if you could tell it, but if you can see this right here, that piece is broke. I glued it a little bit. But I probably won't do this one again, because this one is very fragile. And we don't want one this fragile to be sending to children to paint. But I do plan on working some more with my X-Tool M2. I was hoping I'd get a whole lot more done. I had worked on it. I had another project that I did on it that did not work out at all. I have some more research I have to do to figure out how to make it cut out. It only engraved. And I don't know if there was a layer that I missed somewhere bringing over, but I'm going to do some research on that, and hopefully I can do some Christmas cards, because those would be fabulous to do. But friends, that's what I have gotten done. Now, what is my plan to get done more, or what do I have left to do? Okay, well, this Friday, you know, guys, that Tammy, Alicia, and myself will all be coming together on Tammy's channel, and we are starting to piece the Yuletide Sampler 2. So if y'all want to come along and see that, it's 7 p.m. Central Time over at the Siberian Wind. Tammy, Alicia, and myself will be piecing the quilt together. And let's see, do I have anything else? I don't think I have anything else with that. The goal is to get one more of the diamond ice done. That will catch me up completely for August. So I will be caught up for the diamond ice all the way through August. Let's see, what else do we have? That Jolly Bar quilt, I do hope to have that 100% done before the retreat, and if not before the retreat, I will carry that to the retreat to finish out. Other things that I have going on, I do hope to finish this bag, and once I finish this bag, I may go, if I can find this fabric, I may go and get more of it. Now, I know the gray, I will not be able to find that gray. And the handles are a blue, but I hope to be able to at least get the outer, and maybe this one too. And I probably can, because I think I got these at Hobby Lobby. I really think I got these at Hobby Lobby. Because I was planning on making a little dress for my grandbaby, and no sense in paying, you know, what Quilt's fabric is for a dress. I will give y'all one tip though on this. When doing this with your soft and stable, go on and spray baste it before you sew it. Spray baste it, make sure everything lays out good, you've got it lined up. That will just make your job so much easier. But I do hope to finish this out this week. I hope to finish or catch up on Diamond Ice. I hope to get another block or two of the Jolly Bar quilt done. Now, I do have the Reflections Mystery quilt with Tammy that I need to be getting done, getting caught up, because at the retreat, we will be getting our final clue on, and I don't know if that's the piecing. I can't remember if it's a block or a piecing, but we will be getting our final clue. It has to be piecing all of it together for the quilt. So friends, if you're coming to retreat for Tammy's retreat in Casper, Wyoming, that is something to look forward to. You will be getting your last clue for the mystery quilt. The next thing that I want to do, I want to make sure I have any loose ends tied up. I will be having another de-stash. It's not going to be the last Sunday that I know of. I may have enough stuff to do the Sunday before the last and the last Sunday. The last Sunday will be a very small de-stash, possibly, because I don't want things lingering while I'm trying to get ready to head out for the retreat, to making sure I get things shipped in time. I do still have some stuff to kit up. I do have a lot of 3-yard quilt kits because I bought a lot of just 1 yard fabrics, and I actually found a bin of yardage of quilt fabric. So what I will be doing is matching those up for 3-yard quilts, and I will be offering, I'll put it's going to be a free 3-yard quilt pattern. I will just slide a 3-yard quilt pattern in there. So in the de-stash, you're only going to see the fabrics, and because the free patterns you can get online, but I will slide one in there with your fabrics just as a recommendation, not as, oh, this is the one you need to do with it. But you will be getting 3 yards of quilt fabric. And because I know I'm not going to be doing all of these 3-yard quilts, I will be doing one for my grandson, and I will be doing one for my granddaughter. Even though my granddaughter already has another quilt, so does my grandson. They'll get one for Christmas too. But they'll also be getting a little bag to go with it to put their quilts in. And I may even put a book in there with them, so they have their quilt, their bag, and a book. And so just for quilting things, I think that's all I have going on. I may have things that I can't remember. Now, the Fat Quarter Shop spooled, I have not cut a single pattern. I do have all of the fabric that I picked out. I'm not using the same fabric they used, but I have all of the fabric picked out. I will let y'all know that in the next de-stash, there is going to be a large kitted quilt that I kitted myself. It is the pattern. It is all the fabric. It's something I've had, and I'm just not going to do it. And I know I'm not going to do it. When I purchased it, I knew if I didn't get on it immediately, I probably wouldn't do it. But I loved it. It's so pretty. I love the fabric, and I'm still on the fence about putting it in a de-stash, and I'm on the fence about just using the fabric. But friends, that's where I'm at right now. I do hope to be doing some more M2 testing and all that. I'm hoping to do some stickers. I want to learn how to do the print on stickers. I want to see, I think I have some transfer, like printable transfers for shirts and things like that, because I want to do some other things. But friends, y'all stay tuned, hang around, subscribe if you're not subscribed, because guys, life's fixing to get interesting. You know, I'm going to share my camping adventures with you, the do's and don'ts that I'm realizing as I'm doing it. And I may be asking for suggestions. But with my husband going, he has already purchased so many things. I'm like, we could have just stayed in a hotel. But I don't want to stay in a hotel. I want to stay out on the lakes. I want to enjoy the scenery. I want the fresh air. Now, I know the further north we get, they do have the fires right now. But when we head, they may not. I'm hoping that everywhere gets enough rain to extinguish the fire. So I know that's a possibility. And if the air quality is low, we will be staying in a hotel. Because I don't want to go to sleep with that kind of air and then wake up to that kind of air. And so it's best if, you know, we're going to play it by ear, friends. Play it by ear. But these are the things that I've gotten done this week. It's not a whole lot. I've not touched a lot of quilts. I want to get a few more things completed before I put them, you know, put something else on my plate. I have plenty of kits over here behind me that I have going on, and I'm sure things that I could finish up. I've got a quilt that I need to bind. That may even go on the trip with me, so I can bind it on the trip. I got to make sure I have the binding done, though. Not sure. But friends, thank you so much for joining me for all week. You know, not just today, but all week. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not yet, so you don't miss a single thing that we're doing. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, friends.